What is up, guys, and welcome back to an episode of the F1 Clash 2024 series. We are here for episode number 4 today. If you guys did miss the previous episode, the third episode wasn't updated too long ago. Luckily, I've started to slowly get back into this. We're finally back here, ready to go once again. If you saw opening those first crate, we got a new suspension there. Hopefully, you might be able to put it on. We don't have a lot of coins, though, to spend, so maybe we'll have to wait for another episode. Yes, but we are finally back, and the goal today is to try to get to Series 3. We are almost done with Series 2. We're actually looking pretty solid through this part, and hopefully with the components that we have, we can hopefully push towards the top. That new suspension was actually not looking too bad. It was only lacking sort of in speed. I think still the main meta here is cornering, but we'll have to see in the future. We are heading then to Mexico City then for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's going to be, I think, 6 laps around this track. This track is actually pretty easy in terms of strategy. Because of the long straight, you can sort of micromanage a lot of the tires. We are going to out-qualify our rival with both drivers there, as he's also using the Hulkenberg-Bottas strategy, which I presume that other Bottas is either the rare Bottas at a lower level or the common Bottas. Obviously, the common Bottas is the one that is unlocked here in Series 2, so maybe he's using that instead. But here we go then. We have put on self-control boost for both drivers, 5 red lights, and away we go. Then it's a decent start there for Bottas. Hulkenberg gets off decently as well. Bottas is now making his way up through the field there as we now make our way down towards Chone. This is a very easy place to pick off a bunch of cars. You can clearly see the bottom of the screen is going crazy with attack, defense, green and red all over the place. Bottas gets shoved back a little bit after through turn 5, but luckily he's going to make his way back up to the field. You can see Bottas there is on the soft tires with Hulkenberg on the mediums there, as Bottas is, well, he's up into P9. Make that P8 and P7 as he makes his way through the final corner. Hulkenberg, he's a bit farther behind, but he will soon be catching up. We're going to be pitting Bottas on the slab for what I presume is the soft tires, as he's not looking too bad. I actually initially put him on the wets there, and actually my final strategy was to put him on the hards. I accidentally clicked softs because I was thinking of doing a 2-stop, but like I said, with Mexico, it's very easy to tire manage around the circuit, so the need to do a 2-stop is actually not really that high. So we're going to pit him on the slab. Hulkenberg's going to be coming in on the next lap. Then as Hulkenberg now makes his way down the main straight here, look at abusing that blue button there to try and make sure we conserve as much tires as possible while also trying to gain energy. We are going to lose out a little bit on the first corner, but luckily we're not doing too bad here as we now make our way through the corners here. We are into P9 there with Hulkenberg, but he is yet, of course, to make a pit stop with Bottas down a bit farther ways back. He's already made his one and only pit stop, so hopefully by then he will be quite up the order there. The hard tires are a decent tire around the circuit. It is not too bad, I would say, but you could definitely go quite the distance with this guy. Hulkenberg now makes his way into the pits. Bottas now re-emerges with, I think, is P8, and Hulkenberg will come out in, I think that is P14. So he is not looking too bad. But both drivers aren't looking too bad. Our rival hasn't really been causing us too much trouble at the moment. So we are just right now really in the process of trying to just finish this out nice and smooth. We're now going to switch to a more of a track view. And I guess for now, while we sit here and wait, this is more of an opportunity, I guess, to just sort of talk about where the state of the game is at this moment. Of course, this was recorded, I think, in the middle of June. So this has been a while since this has finally been going out onto YouTube. Like I said in the previous video, if you have not seen that, go check that out. But the previous video is I was talking a little bit about how the prices of these guys are still way too overpriced. I mean, some of the prices here are pretty ridiculous. I mean, for the first series, it's actually not that bad. Like, I would say, like, it's pretty manageable, but I've already seen that through Series 2 and Series 3 that, yeah, the prices are not that great in terms of just affordability, because I almost wonder if they are trying to promote some sort of microtransactions in the game. You can buy coins for bucks, but it's not advised, I would say. The return you get is not that great. and bucks are an extremely important idea. So maybe when the legendary drivers start to come out, on the day I'm recording this, the legendary drivers are scheduled to come out very, very soon. So hopefully by then, apologies for the voice crack, hopefully by then it'll be a bit easier to get some certain coins, driver parts, other parts, bucks as well. But enough of me ranting on about that. We have finished this race well in front of our rival finishing what I think is P24 and P15. So not really ideal for him, but hey, we finished P5 overall, get some nice points. We do get a standard crate as a reward for our efforts, and that should be enough for us to get into the next series, which I accidentally closed out on accident. As we go over, we have now officially unlocked Series 3, Speed Streak, which focuses, as you might expect, on street circuits such as Italy, specifically Monza, Azerbaijan. You also have to deal with Las Vegas, and I think that was Jeddah as well. I accidentally burned another $8 on this, unfortunately, but we do get 2 in return, so a bit of an investment return. You get 16 more of the common Magnussen, 1 more gearbox, and 3 more of the rear wing. And this is one thing I also wished about that standard crates could give me, as we now are going to open a gold crate. Apologies for that. We do get $3 back, so we're almost getting paid back the amount of money that I spent on the accidental standard crate. We're getting some more decent parts, which we love to see here as we continue to find our way through. Unfortunately, no epics from that gold crate, but it's okay. The important thing to know here is that now that we are in Series 3, we are able to unlock certain drivers such as Gasly, Ocon. We're also able to unlock Stroll, Albon, and the rare version then of Kevin Magnussen. We're finally able to open the legendary crate after a long time. If we got that last episode, I was super happy. So now let's see what we get. We get 48 of Daniel Ricciardo, 55 there of Zhou Guanyu, 21 of this new of the front wing, 12 more for the gearbox. We're also going to be able to get 6 more for the rear wing as well, 7 more then for that rare Bottas. We also managed to get one of the new drivers, Logan Sargent, from Series 2. We're actually still yet, surprisingly, we are still yet to unlock the common version of Hulkenberg from Series 2. But now with this new Sargent, with his strength being qualifying and overtaking, that'll actually be super helpful as we make our way into this upcoming series. We're also able to upgrade our suspension to level 2, which is very nice. Again, we don't have a lot of coins to spend, so we're going to have to be careful how we spend this. And look at the Cold Fusion, 30,000 there total for the next level. The Blaze, the rear wing, up to 35,000. So it's not cheap, so we're going to have to be careful about what we spend. We're going to be doing one race, though, here in Series 3, just to get a feel for how it is and see if it really makes a difference. We are going to Las Vegas, Sin City, for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. I don't expect high things from here, but hopefully we can pull away with the win. We'll have to see how it ends up here. And this, I think, will really put the test to, is cornering still the meta for this game? And as you can clearly see, Sargent is up there, but unfortunately Hulkenberg is not. But that was to be expected to a certain degree, just because our assets are not that high. We're going to be giving them some different tires. We're going to put Hulkenberg there on the softs, Sargent on the mediums. We're going to put both of them with the self-control boost to hopefully give them a bit more tire wear. But maybe with the long straight, like what we did in Mexico, it will help quite easily. Unfortunately, none of our drivers got off the line well. In fact, they got off the line pretty poorly. Again, it is Series 3, so we obviously will have to adapt to that eventually. As we make our way through the first couple corners, everyone is at a crawling pace. But luckily, we are still in a decent position. Unfortunately, Hulkenberg is in dead last, but Sargent is up there in P17 there, and he's holding his ground for now, as Hulkenberg now makes his way up the field. And I mean, really for him, the only way he can go is up. As we make our way through this section, this is probably a section where we can overtake. We just do not have the car pace right now at the moment, as we make our way then onto the super long back straight. And this is, again, the chance where we can sort of see if we can really manage the tires really well. It is a long lap, so we're going to have to make sure the tires last. Hulkenberg is probably going to be fine, as we can get a very nice view there of the Las Vegas Strip, but unfortunately we get overtaken in the process. Bit of a lag spike there, but luckily no harm in doing so. We were able to continue on with the race. Unfortunately, we are going to be having to double stack both the drivers. I didn't actually realize how quickly the softs are wearing out. Now you can sort of see our true race pace as we are slowly starting to get overtaken by the other guys here, as we now make our way onto the into the infield. I guess I can't really say infield, towards the more technical part of this lap here. Yeah, we are kind of falling like a stone. We're trying to somewhat stay with the other guys. We are able to get back up into P20. We have Sargent there in P20 with Hulkenberg in P21. So we have gone essentially from essentially the top of, or towards the mid part there of Series 2 to now having kind of crappy, I guess, Series 3. But as long as we're winning, like I said, we are going to be fine. We're getting some nice camera shots here. Taking a screenshot because, of course, you know, we got to make sure we get those thumbnails nice and crisp. But we are going to be making our way then into the pits for both drivers. It is not going to be a very smooth double stack. However, though, it's not like our rival did a really good job. In fact, our rival is going to have to wait even longer between the cars. So it is important, I would say, to make sure that when you are double stacking, again, you give enough space. If you absolutely cannot, just give as much space as possible, because yes, you might pay a bit of a price on the track, but it'll save you a lot during the pits, especially because in the pits there obviously now is the new feature where, well, I wouldn't say new feature, but it's more of an idea where the drivers, they will actually wait, they will actually slow down if another person comes out in front of them. So it's not really ideal, I would say. So you have to be on the lookout for when that comes up. But yeah, we are actually not looking too bad right now. Both of our drivers are in a decent spot, I would say. We are going to have to pit one more time for both drivers. So we'll have to see how this ends up as we are making our way down towards the start then of the next lap. It's not looking too bad at the moment, and I guess, like in the previous episode, I could sort of talk about, or not the previous episode, sorry, the previous race, I can sort of talk about what we're doing up here. So, yes, unfortunately, like I said earlier, I have not really had a chance to sort of upload these videos quite regularly. You'll probably hear me say that a lot. I'm uploading a lot of different episodes at the moment, so you'll probably hear me say that a bunch of times through a bunch of different episodes. But yeah, I really have not had the chance to properly have, time to be like, okay, let me see if I can upload this, right? So, these have been sitting for quite some time. Like, I probably have like 15 episodes or 10 episodes of this waiting in my archives. I still have to do the F122. I still have to do the F123 mobile for both. I am debating whether I should continue with the F123 My Team. That probably is not going to happen. I might stick with the F123 Road to Glory. I'm not 100% sure about that either. Again, it's all just about what do I want to really focus on. And I think I want to mainly focus on this. This has been pretty helpful. Unfortunately, on the day I'm recording this, my third episode has not gone a lot of views. So if you haven't seen my video, why haven't you seen my video? Go check that out. You're probably not even listening to me at this point. But in all seriousness, to summarize, I just have not had a lot of time. I apologize for the big hiatus between one of my previous videos and then this, and then as we're starting to pick this up again, you might have seen my Hot Pursuit music video. If you did see that, please be sure to go. If you did not see that, I should say, please be sure to go check that one out. I hope you guys enjoy that. The music videos will be coming back. It might not necessarily be Asphalt 9 anymore. I might be starting to do some different projects regarding different games. In terms of this is probably now the series I'm going to be doing. Now the F1 mobile racing has been sunsetted for those of you who have not known that. So we're going to be focusing really, I guess, on this. And luckily, at the time I am recording this, there's a lot of content being dropped very, very soon. So we'll have to stick around and see. I'm going to try to pump these out as fast as I can. And it's not easy. I think just having the time to do all this is just not fun. But it's fun to see, how my channel has grown. I mean, on the day I'm recording this, it has been, well, it's been 3 years since I have created my channel. Over 3 years, actually. And really, I'm honestly impressed at how you guys enjoy my content. 300 plus subscribers in 3 years is something I could have never dreamed of. maybe I would dream like, okay, at this point I have 200 subscribers, but I'm averaging about 100 subscribers a year, which is pretty strong, I must say. Like, I'm actually very, very impressed that I've had a lot of support from you guys. Like, I know there's some videos that are super, super popular. Like, I remember one of my Asphalt 9 videos, I think it's the Bleach Max Komodo remix, is really, really popular. I think that thing right now almost has 10,000 views, which is quite incredible. And unfortunately, I'm not old and I am not ready to monetize just yet, but hopefully very soon. But alright, enough ranting about that. The race is over. We do manage to win that race compared to our rival. Not actually winning the race. We came in pretty much the bottom half of the field, well into the bottom half of the field. But we do manage to get a win here, another dub once again, and we get awarded a standard crate for our efforts and also 28,000 gold. So that is important. We are getting more gold as we progress through these series. But yeah, having a look at the drivers, I might consider putting Ricciardo in. He does have that advantage in qualifying, but the problem is his race start, and I don't have a lot of race start boosts, so it will be really a question of, can we upgrade him higher? Do we have enough cash to really upgrade him any higher? And you can see me looking through the parts, trying to decide what to upgrade. And it's kind of annoying, again, like I said, just because the prices are so high and currently the parts I have are not that great. And again, I want to focus on Corning, but I guess this series will sort of tell us if Corning is good or not. But anyways, that's going to be enough time for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for sticking around to this extremely long rant. Next episode, be a bit more action. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone.